There was a man who ran every day, not for fitness, not for health. He ran because when he stopped, he had to think, and thinking hurt more than running ever could. This is his story. His name was Arjun, 28 years old, average job, average life, but inside, chaos. Every morning he'd wake up tired, not because he didn't sleep, but because his mind never rested. He scrolled through his phone for hours, watched videos, played games, anything to keep the silence away. At work, he'd nod and smile, but inside he felt nothing. No direction, no purpose, just drift. His friends thought he was fine. His family thought he was okay. But Arjun knew the truth. He was running. Running from decisions, running from discomfort, running from the one person he feared the most, himself. One evening, after another wasted day, Arjun sat alone in his room. The noise was gone, the distractions were over, and for the first time in months, there was silence. And in that silence, a question appeared. Who am I? He didn't know. He tried to answer, but every thought led to doubt. I'm a failure. I'm lazy. I'm not good enough. His chest felt heavy, his throat tight. He wanted to pick up his phone, to run again, to escape. But something inside him whispered, not this time. So he sat there, in the discomfort, in the pain, and slowly, something shifted. The next morning, Arjun didn't check his phone. He went for a walk, not to run, just to walk. He passed a small temple. An old man sat outside feeding pigeons. Arjun stopped, watched. The old man looked up and smiled. You look lost, son. Arjun hesitated, then nodded. I am. The old man chuckled softly. You're not lost. You're just afraid to stand still. Arjun frowned. What do you mean? You keep moving so you don't have to face what's inside. But peace doesn't come from running. It comes from stopping. The old man stood up, dusted his hands. The moment you stop running from yourself is the moment you start becoming yourself. And then he left. Arjun stood there, alone, silent, but this time the silence didn't scare him. That night, Arjun did something he hadn't done in years. He sat with a notebook and he wrote, not goals, not dreams, just honest thoughts. I'm afraid. I don't know who I am. I've been avoiding myself for so long I forgot what I wanted. And as he wrote, tears came. Not tears of sadness, tears of release. Because for the first time, he wasn't pretending. He wasn't running. He was there, present, real. Days passed. Arjun didn't change overnight, but something was different. He started small, waking up on time, finishing one task without distraction, sitting in silence for 5 minutes, not because he had to, but because he chose to. And slowly, the man who used to run from himself became the man who could stand still and feel strong. You see, most people think they're lazy, but they're not lazy. They're running from hard conversations, from uncomfortable truths, from the version of themselves they're afraid to become. And the more you run, the more exhausted you feel, because you're not just avoiding life, you're avoiding you. But here's the truth. The person you're running from is the person you need to become. You don't need a perfect plan. You don't need motivation. You just need to stop. Stop scrolling. Stop avoiding. Stop pretending. Sit with yourself. Feel the discomfort. Face the silence. Because on the other side of that silence is the real you. Strong, clear, alive. Arjun still walks every morning, but now he doesn't run. He walks slowly, breathes deeply, thinks clearly, and when people ask him what changed, he smiles and says, I stopped running from the one person I'll spend the entire life with, myself. If this story touched something inside you, if you've been running too, like this video, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and subscribe for more stories that remind you you're stronger than you think.